Good evening and welcome to ONTV's coverage of Dragon Sports. I'm your announcer, Ian Locke, and we have a special presentation for you tonight, Dragon Varsity Softball. Now, you've seen on our airways, if you will, football, soccer, lacrosse, baseball. Now we bring you varsity softball. Now, the Dragons come into this contest sitting at 20-3 overall, with the Troy Colts coming in sitting at 18-5. In league play, the Dragons are undefeated at 7-0. And Troy is also undefeated at 6-0. Tonight our starting pitchers are number 33, Sierra Gonzalez for Lake Orion, who has an ERA of 2.04. And Corey Middleburn, number 5 for Troy, will be the starting pitcher. We have our starting lineups tonight. Alex Carpenter will be playing third, Hannah Hame at first, Kennedy Thomas at center, Rachel Dolan at shortstop, Kayla Knobloch in left field, Alicia Granowski at second base, Julie Malier at center, Megan Hall, designated hitter, Megan Reamer in right field, and Sierra Gonzalez is the pitcher / flex. Now, this is one of the first, if not the first, coverage of Dragon Sports here at the softball field. So this is a learning experience for all of us. So be patient with us here and our camera operators. But we're excited to be here. And, you know, Coach did a great job of getting us statistics and lineups and everything and welcomed us with open arms. So we're excited to bring you this contest. And it starts right after this. We're going to be taking a short break. We'll be back after this short timeout. You're watching ONTV's coverage of varsity softball. Stay tuned.
Hey, this is Mickey York from Fox Sports Detroit. When I want to get the inside scoop on local sports, I watch Between Terminos or Fox Sports Detroit.
And welcome back to ONTV's coverage of Dragon Athletics. Tonight we bring you varsity softball here at the varsity field. It is a nice facility here. We encourage all of our viewers to come on down to cheer on the Dragons. There's a lot of activity around the sports complex around LOHS. You have baseball, softball, multiple stadiums around here. So we encourage all of our viewers to come down and cheer these Dragons on. You have concessions. Come get a dog. Come get some water, a pop, or whatever. It's just a beautiful day here for softball as the Dragons take the field. And again, 33, Gonzalez will be your starting pitcher. And the girls look to extend their undefeated streak here in OAA play. And just the previous game that the Dragons took part in was against Schwartz Creek. And they had a doubleheader, and they split it, winning the first game 8-2 and losing 7-4 in the second one. And very good. They got this is the Troy Colts here, right? All right. So we're still working on the lineups for the other team, for the Colts of Troy. Before we get going here, the Dragons are warming up here. And as we look around the field, we see that the fence all around is 200 feet equal, center, left, and right. And over the last couple of years, I believe they moved the fences in. We are trying to bring you a center field camera tonight, but our cable is just a bit too short. So we're going to bring, again, the elevated camera here, and we want to thank the LOHS Athletic Department and Bill Reese for really helping us out on these contests. He got us the big lift over there, and we have Rob, our volunteer camera operator, over there on the lift. And, yeah, he does a nice job for us all season long. Rob, he's at soccer matches. He's all over the place. So, Rob, thanks for all of your hard work. We have Tim over there on our third base cam. So, Tim, thank you again for coming out. And Tessa here in the booth doing the behind-the-plate cam. And our director, Joe Velez, will be switching the action for you tonight. I'm your announcer, Ian Locke. And the first batter here we have is number 8, and that is Sydney Heath. Gonzalez eyes up Heath here. Sends it in, chopper over to first, and it's out, number 1, and a good way to start this contest for the Dragons. Second baseman Alicia Granowski got that one. Up next is Maggie Bohr for Troy. Little off-speed pitch there by Gonzalez. Just a bit low, ball one. Again, this is ONTV's first coverage of varsity softball. And a strike call. Looked like a rise ball caught Bohr off guard there, and she was looking for the slap. But it is 1-1. Gonzalez, slap her down, out of bounds, or actually foul ball. 2 strikes, 1 ball. Now the scoreboard is not keeping track of balls and strikes, so we'll try to keep it for you. And we now have the lineup here. Very good. Thank you, all the crew here in the press box, for helping us out. And a strikeout registered by Gonzalez, her first of the night. A good way to start here in the first inning. 2 quick outs for the Dragons. Again, Gonzalez is coming into this contest with a 2.04 ERA. She's a freshman. Only yielded 71 hits all year. So she's stellar on the mound. You can see why Coach Waitera put her in here for this crucial contest in the OAA. Off-speed pitch, nicely done there, called for the strike. Messina watches it in. That ball is just outside, painting the edges of the plate. The wind is blowing south at a crazy clip. The flag in center field is standing completely erect, and that ball is outside. Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the first inning. Your hometown Dragons versus the Colts from Troy in this OAA matchup, first undefeateds. Gonzalez goes inside. Ball. Trying to brush her off the plate. So Gonzalez eyes her up. Throws it in. Screamer to short and just off the glove of number 12, Doland. But the damage is held to just a single. Good reaction by Dolan, but just off the tip of her glove. First hit registered tonight by the Colts of Troy. Corey Hiddlebrun up for the Troy Colts, 4th batter in the order. Outside pitch, ball 1. Messina was looking to take second base if that ball was past our catcher here. Gonzalez looks in. Sends in the screamer. High fly. Drops in for another base hit. And here in the first, Colts have runners on first and second with 2 outs. So a 2-out rally here by the Colts from Troy.
16, Katie Cragenta.
Katie Cragenta up, number 16 for Troy. Gonzalez looks in for the sign. Runners are ready. Strike right down the middle. The heater gets the edge of the plate and a strike 1. Again, 2 outs here in the first inning. I want to thank you for tuning into this contest. Outside, trying to draw the errant swing there by number 16, Cragenta. Soft shot to shortstop to end the inning and the rally. That's it. 0-0 at the end of the top of the first. We'll take a short time out here. You're watching ONTV's coverage of varsity softball. We'll be right back.
Please remember that CFL bulbs, you know, those curly, energy-efficient light bulbs everybody is using to save electricity, shouldn't be thrown away in your trash. Neither should batteries or home medical sharps. You can check with your local community to see where they can be recycled. Some retailers will allow you to bring them in for recycling. You can also order simple kits online that allow you to collect your recyclables and simply mail them away to be properly recycled. This green tip was brought to you by your friends at Waste Management.
And welcome back to ONTV's coverage of Dragon Athletics. Tonight, again, a special presentation, varsity softball, and weather permitting, we'll be back here at the Diamond to give you, bring you the Troy-Athens matchup, which was I believe, a rescheduled contest after a rainout. And Troy-Athens, Lake Orion, and Troy are really the leaders here in the division. So that matchup we're going to tape for you guys and bring it to you at a later date, but it should be a contest of epic proportions, as they say, and we're excited to be able to bring it to you. And number 5 is the pitcher here for Troy as they warm up here. It's Corey Middleburn. I don't know much about Middleburn, but we saw her in warm-ups, and she does have a mean heater. She can throw the speed ball pretty well. And again, I don't know if the wind will have an effect on the ball, but you can see the flag at center field. It's just blowing pretty good. I think on the field it's pretty knocked down because the field is situated kind of in a bowl, so we're below grade here. So it gives you kind of a natural barrier to the wind. But if someone decides to go to right field with the ball and they get it up, that could carry out pretty easily. Again, the walls are only 200 feet all the way around the stadium. And we're about ready to get going here as the Dragons in the bottom of the first send their first batter to the plate. And we have Alex Carpenter. Carpenter is a big stick for the Dragons, hitting .514 on the season with a .708 slugging percentage, with 14 RBIs slugged in. But that's a nice number of RBIs for a leadoff hitter. Carpenter's registered 37 hits on the season so far, according to the stat sheet we have on hand. So here we go with Middleburn delivering. And a rise ball outside. Easily recognized as a ball by our number 1. Carpenter is a third base for the Dragons as well. Slap hit. High pop infield and easily handled by number 16, Katie Krahenta for Troy. Hannah Hamay, number 18, up for the Dragons, the first baseman. Or first base woman. Is this the modern age? I guess we call them that. Doesn't matter. No score here in the first pitch to Hamay. Foul ball. Run down by the catcher for Troy. And what are they going to say? No good. She used her arm against the fence to steady herself. So that is a foul ball. And catching for Troy tonight is Alyssa Messina. And there's some discussion about whether or not that was a legit catch or not. So 1 strike, no balls here, and a swing. And we have Heme in a 2-strike hole. No balls, 2 strikes here, 1 out in the bottom of the first here for the Dragons. Middleburn outside skips it in, easily recognized as a ball by Heme. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Troy had a 2-out rally there with 2 runners on, but failed to get anybody in. And here we sit 0-0 in the bottom of the first. And off-speed pitch sends Heme to the bench with a 2nd out of the day.
Now batting number 22,
Kennedy Thomas. Kennedy Thomas, the center fielder here for the Dragons, looking to extend this inning. Nice chatter from the teammates of Heme trying to rally this team to get some hits here, and off-speed. Nice off-speed stuff. We saw the heater in practice, but the off-speed pitches are doing a number on the Dragons hitters today. Middleburn looking to go 1-2-3 in the first. Skips that one in for the ball. First ball. Two outs here in the bottom of the first. Foul ball over the top of the backstop here. 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Hannah Heme. Nice crowd on hand for tonight. The seats in the stands are about 3/4 full. And here it comes, skips in, way short on that one. Low release point on that ball, and it skips in. Nice eye by Heme. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. No score. Strong hit to the gap in left. That's that's to the base of the wall. Oh, stumbles over first base, and Heme has to come back to first base. Hope she's all right. Looked like she twisted her ankle over there as she rounded first. Had to hold up.
Now batting number 12.
But that ball landed at the base of the wall, showing power. Heme is hitting .324 for this season with a slugging percentage of .405. And we saw the power there by Heme, sending it to the wall. Excuse me, that was Kennedy Thomas on the hit. Rachel Doland up here for the Dragons, number 12. Doland is hitting .456 on the season. Foul ball straight back, and it sticks right into the mesh. Good thing there's a screen there. I might have a couple teeth missing right now. I love corrugated aluminum. All right. Low outside, going for the steal here is 22, Kennedy, and she takes second easily. No throw by Alyssa Messina. Good heads-up play by Kennedy. Rachel Dolan plays shortstop. Slap hit down to shortstop. This should be an easy out, and it is. Dragons go down after a base hit. No score at the end of first. Take a quick timeout here. I want to thank you all for tuning into this ONTV special presentation of varsity softball. We'll be right back after this short timeout. ONTV is proud to bring local government meetings to the community live on Comcast Channel 20 and AT&T U-verse Channel 99. However, if you're unable to watch the meetings on their original broadcast date, you can watch replays on our website at a time that best fits your viewing schedule. Visit OrientOnTV.org and click on the large Meetings on Demand button on the left side of our homepage. Then click the month and year of the meeting you are looking for. You will be presented with a list of meetings for that month. Click on the meeting you wish to watch and then click on the View Select Program button. The media player features a play-pause button, a scrub bar, volume bar, and a full screen mode. You can also skip ahead by clicking on the indexed agenda items below the video. ONTV hopes to continue to make not only the meetings, but all of our programming accessible online through our website and our YouTube channel. For more information, visit OrientOnTV.org or call us at 248-693-3377. ONTV, bringing your government to you. And we're back. Top of the second here. Dragons take the field. No score. Saw some solid hits, and I want to apologize for getting Kennedy Thomas and Hannah Heme mixed up there in the order. But we've remedied that, and hopefully I'll pay attention this time, and we'll call it cleaner game as we go. And don't forget, you can order copies of this broadcast called ONTV at 248-693-3377 for only $10. You can copy this and any other program in our broadcasting vault. That's ONTV 248-693-3377. And here's Gonzalez with her first pitch to number 22, Taylor Schmidt. Foul ball, so strike one on Schmidt. Gonzalez did a nice job in the first, gave up a couple hits. Not a lot of power on those hits. Inside pitch just misses. 1 ball, 1 strike for Gonzalez. Again, both teams come into this game undefeated in league play. Lake Orion at 7-0. Oh, nice off-speed pitch. And Schmidt falls for it and fans on that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Troy comes into this contest sitting at 6-0 in the OAA. Outside, trying to lure her outside. And Schmidt was having none of it. Head coach Tom Callanan, the second, is the head coach for Troy, and he's down at third base with his arm in a sling. The inside, painting the corner. And you got a called third strike, so 1 out here in the top of the second. Nicely done by Gonzalez. Sierra Gonzalez also dabbles at shortstop on occasion. But she is, based on ERA, sits at the top of the heap here for the Dragons. Foul ball by number 11, Ali Cianciolo. Hope I'm saying that right. I've called many a soccer match and, you know, and lacrosse matches and over the years, and this is by far the trickiest lineup of names I've ever had, so bear with me here. Nice pitch. Looked like a rise ball that that Allie, number 11, was looking for something a little off speed, and now 2 strikes. 1 out here. Gonzalez looking for a second strikeout of the inning. And she gets it. 2 strikeouts this inning. Nice recovery after the first inning, giving up 2 hits.
Now batting number 7.
On 2 outs, so Gonzalez comes back firing aces. Gonzalez gets the sign. Oh, misplayed by second base. Alicia Granowski. That was for sure third out, bobbled at second base. The sun is bright out here. There is hardly a cloud in the sky. And maybe the nerves got to her. I believe that will be registered as an error.
Now batting number 13, Jesse Pappas.
13, Jesse Pappas up here for the Colts. Ball 1. 2 outs here. Gonzalez was rolling along until that error by the Dragons. Gonzalez inside. Julie Malier, 24, they have a listed as catcher. Showed to first base. Colts are getting aggressive on the base paths here, taking a run out there, chopper to shortstop. Fired over to first base, easy out. That's the third out of the inning. No harm done, still 0-0 at the top of the second inning. We'll take a timeout as they change sides. You're watching ONTV's coverage of Dragon Athletics. Stay tuned.
3 students were in the hospital this past weekend.
2 honor roll students were hospitalized last night.
5 local students lost their college scholarships last night.
Another local high school student has passed away.
Another 3 dead.
Claimed the life of another local teenager.
The cause?
Alcohol.
Alcohol.
Alcohol. I don't want to be another number.
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 I don't want to be just another number.
And welcome back to ONTV's coverage of Dragon Athletics. Varsity softball is on tap tonight. And we want to thank you all for tuning in. I'm your announcer, Ian Locke, and we are in the bottom of the second. Dragons will be up to bat here. 0-0 game versus undefeated OAA competitors. Knobloch, number 16, is up to bat. Kayla is playing left field this evening. Knobloch is hitting .509 on the season with an .860 slugging percentage. So the big hitter is up with 27 RBIs on the season. First pitch in is a ball. Middleburn has throwing a steady diet of off-speed pitches here to the Dragons. Foul up and over the backstop. This time I didn't have to duck. So 1 ball, 1 strike on Knobloch. Off-speed paints the corner there on. Wow, that looked a little to the right. But I'm not the ump. I'll let the professionals handle that. But the corners have been active all night here. Another foul ball straight back. So the corners of the plate are in play here by our umpire, so the hitters have to adjust. And believe me, the pitchers will be taking advantage of the calls. 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Knobloch. Pop to short. Easily handled by the Colts. And there's 1 away here in the bottom of the 2nd. Be sure to tune into Game of the Week, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. on Orion Neighborhood Television. Game of the Week carries the most recent games in our broadcast lineup. So tune into Game of the Week, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. exclusively on Orion Neighborhood Television. Tip foul. Alicia Gronowski up to bat here, number 21. Would love to get a hit here and forget about that bobble at second base. But no harm, no foul, no runs scored. That's okay. 1 strike on Gronowski. Oh, power to center field, going back. And bobbled and dropped at the wall. So a 2-base hit here for Gronowski. Gets a rally going with 1 out here in the bottom of the 2nd. Dragons making some noise here. Not sure if they'll call that an error. Hit her right in the pocket of her mitt and it popped out. But that wind is just screaming out there. May have had an issue with the ball coming down. As Messina goes out to talk to Middleburn. Julie Moliere, number 24, up to bat here for the Dragons. Strike call on the first pitch. Moliere hitting .327 on the season. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out here in the bottom of the 2nd. Nice hit by Gronowski, earning the double. And a low pitch. Nice job by Messina to stop that one from skipping away. Moliere steps back into the box. Middleburn delivers, just fouled back, just got a piece of it. 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Moliere. Beautiful day out here tonight, just amazing. Yesterday was freezing and windy and cloudy and just miserable. Today it's like a summer day. Slap over to first, fair ball. And that'll get in the first run of the day. Into the corner in right field. And Moliere, RBI tonight. Dragons up 1-0 on the solid hit right down the first base line, right over the bag. And the Colts had no answer for that.
Now batting number 8, Megan Hall.
Megan Hall next up, listed as a designated player. I'm assuming that's designated hitter. I'm not a big softball guy, so that's a big assumption. Is it kind of courtesy runner, they call it? Okay. Softball is a different game than baseball, so we'll learn it together. Middleburn with the delivery here. Lefty, high fly ball to right field. And tagging to third is Gronowski. Where's that? Number 11, our courtesy runner. Number 11, who's our courtesy runner? Warzine. Worsney, number 11. Our guest runner. Still 1-0 here. Dragons have on third base. Megan Reamer, right fielder's up to bat here. Base hit here brings in our courtesy runner number 11, Worsney. Fly ball to short again. And, oh, misplayed ball, another error, and a 2-0 lead here for the Dragons on the drop ball by Hannah Emmerich. Emmerich was there. I'm wondering if those high pop-ups and that wind going to make that ball dance out there, plus the sun. There is no shade out here, so Emmerich, no sunglasses. That's 2 bobbles this inning. Double by Granowski, and then the fly ball to short, for sure out. Leads to 2 runs here. Dragons in command early, and a steal coming. Ball is thrown down, but safe. Nice base running by Megan Reamer to take second. Reamer only has 1 stolen base on the season, so we'll make it 2. Slap down the first baseline, just foul. That would have gotten in another run. Nice rip at it there by number 1, Alex Carpenter, third base. Top of the lineup here for the Dragons, sitting at 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Fly ball to second and handled this time. The infield fly balls have been a hard handle here for the Troy Colts, but they get out of the inning not before the Dragons score 2. We'll take a timeout before we go to the next inning. We'll be right back after this short timeout. You're watching ONTV's coverage of varsity softball. Stay tuned. Orion Neighborhood Television is proud to serve the community of Lake Orion. With our brand new studio and high-definition equipment, we continue to be the voice of Lake Orion, helping the community create and communicate through television. ONTV is your gateway to be seen and heard. For a small fee, we provide the classes necessary for residents to become ONTV volunteers. To learn more about how you can volunteer at ONTV, call 248-693-3377 or stop by our studio at 1349 Joslin Road at the Orion Center. And welcome back to ONTV's coverage of varsity softball. The Dragons had a nice rally there at the bottom of the second. 2 runs scored. They lead the Colts from Troy 2-0 at the top of the third. As Troy comes to bat here, number 8, Sydney Heath. Chopper to first, foul ball. Strike 1 on Heath. Gonzalez has a nice job. 2 strikeouts so far for Gonzalez in this contest, back-to-back in the last inning before yielding a couple hits. Gonzalez takes the sign. Power to left field, but underneath it, very good. Left field. Kayla Knobloch got under it and did a nice job there. 1 out here. Dragons in the lead, 2-0. Looked like a slap hit foul by number 10, Maggie Bohr. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out here in the top of the third. I talked to Kayla Knobloch's mom before the game, and she wanted to make sure that I pronounced her name properly. She insisted on it, so I will do my best. So we have 1 ball, 1 strike here on number 10, Maggie Bohr. 1 out. Bohr steps into that one, another foul ball. 2 strikes on Bohr. Chatter's increasing out there by both dugouts here, trying to rally the troops. Gonzalez. Slapper to third. Routine ground ball, easy out. Nicely done by the Dragons to turn that one. Alex Carpenter on the play for the Dragons at third. Ashley Messina up for the Troy Colts. 0-0, the catcher here today. 2 outs here in the top of the third. Another corner painted by Gonzalez, strike one. We've seen the strike zones pretty wide here tonight. And the pitchers will take advantage of that. Off-speed floater, and it falls in for the strike. Nicely done by Gonzalez. Gonzalez has only yielded 12 doubles and 4 home runs on the season. So not a lot of extra base hits here for Gonzalez allowed on the season. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Foul back, out of play. Messina stays alive for Troy. Gonzalez takes the sign. Oh, just missed outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Has some wiggle room here for Gonzalez. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Would love to get a K here to end the inning. Slapper foul. Messina staying alive, battling here. Doing a nice job. Gonzalez comes in with 10 wins on the season, 0 losses at 68.67 innings pitched. Foul ball, just foul over the third baseline. Messina showing to be a tough out here for Gonzalez. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Oh, just low. Full count here for Messina. See if Gonzalez challenges with an off speed that's done her good today. And here comes slapper to third. Carpenter over to first. Heme makes the squeeze, and they're out 1, 2, 3 here in the top of the third. We're going to step away. We'll have the bottom of the inning after this short timeout. You're watching ONTV's coverage of Dragon Athletics. Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jean Wagner, Doctor of Naturopathic Medicine. I am the host of Natural Health for All Ages on ONTV. In this day and age where people's diets may be lacking or stress really affects people's health in different ways, or health may not be as up to par, I give tips on using natural things like food, supplements, herbs, homeopathic remedies, and other naturally derived substances to help the body to bring itself into balance so that the body will be able to make its own natural substances and to get the nutrition it needs to heal itself. So I hope you will tune in to ONTV. You can also watch full-length episodes on YouTube by looking up Jean Wagner, ND.
And welcome back to ONTV's coverage of varsity softball. Dragons lead at the bottom of the third inning, 2-0. And they're doing a nice job on the base paths and the extra base hits. But the Colts haven't done themselves any favors in the infield or outfield for that matter, bobbling some for sure outs. But the Dragons have taken advantage and lead 2-0. And don't forget, you can order a DVD copy of this broadcast by calling ONTV at 248-693-3377 for only $10. You can order a copy of this and any other broadcast archived in our broadcasting vault. That's $10 for DVDs, 248-693-3377. We even have season discounts if you want to buy. The big item this year has been the whole season of varsity football that was hotcakes here for a while. But, yep, $10. Give us a call, and we also have all of our games up on YouTube. So visit orientontv.org and click on the YouTube link, and it'll take you right to our YouTube channel where you can see lots and lots of ONTV programming, including Dragon Sports. Up to bat here is number 18, Hannah Hame, the first baseman. Middleburn delivers outside, off speed, ball 1. Wind is still whipping out in center field. Ooh, that ball looked exactly the same. They're going to call that a strike this time. Again, we've noticed that the plate area, the strike zone, is pretty wide tonight. The hitters will have to adjust. Just a bit outside there. 1 ball, 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs here in the bottom of the third. Outfield is straight up. Again, painting the corner there with the off speed. Hannah Heme shakes her head but gets back in the box. 2 balls, 2 strikes. No doubt on that one. That one skipped up. So full count here for Heme. Have to keep alive. If it's close, she's going to have to be swinging. And outside, draws the walk. Good eye by Hannah Heme, and she takes first. Heme is just a sophomore.
Now batting number 22, Kennedy Thomas.
And we were talking about the age of the team here as Kennedy Thomas steps in the box for the Dragons, number 22, the center fielder. Pop fly to third. Covered by the shortstop and easy out. This time the Colts made sure they made the easy out as opposed to a bobble.
Now batting number 12, Rachel Dolan.
And Thomas sits down, but we're talking about the age of this Dragon squad, and only two seniors, 1 freshman, and a whole host of sophomores and juniors. So quality players all around, will be around for quite some time here for Dragons varsity softball. Rachel Dolan up to bat here for the Dragons. Draws ball 1. 1 out, 1 on here in the bottom of the third. Base hit to left field. Nicely done by Rachel Dolan. And we have 1 out, 2 on. With Kayla Knobloch coming up. Again, Knobloch, let's take a look at her numbers. 509 on the season, 3 home runs, 11 doubles. So we have some power here, and the top slugging percentage on the team, 860, and she fouls that one off. 27 RBIs on the season, 1 stolen base. What can you say? Is that 1 strikeout all season? That's pretty amazing. 5 walks drawn. Chopper up the middle, not covered, base hit. Should get a run in. Oh, they hold him up at third. We have the bases juiced here with 1 out in the bottom of the third. Dragons in good position. Knobloch gets the job done to get on. Thought there might be time. That's one thing about softball is the proximity of the fences and the players. Everything is condensed as compared to baseball. When you have maybe a fence that might be 320 feet out in center field. Here it's 200 feet all around, and everything's condensed, so the game is a little bit faster. And I'm sure all of you viewers at home have seen the comparisons between Major League pitching and softball, that the reaction time for softball players, they have to be quicker on the bat than even a Major League Baseball player. First pitch strike looked outside to me, but we won't argue. Alicia Granowski up to bat, number 21. She's had a good game so far. Outside, bases loaded, boy, a lot of activity on the bases. Hannah Heme at third, looking to get home to make this 3-0. 1 ball, 1 strike. Chopper, foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Granowski. The second baseman had a little bobble there to keep a rally going for Troy, but made up for it with the stick. Base hit into left field. That'll score a run, and the bases will remain loaded as Hannah Heme comes home to make it 3-0 Dragons here in the bottom of the third. Dragons love another hit. They could break this open. Julie Malier, catcher for this afternoon, up to bat here for the Dragons. Malier batting .327 on the season. Lets that one go. So the first big jam that Corey Middleburn has found herself in this game. See how she reacts. Fires it in under the glove of the shortstop, number 22, Schmidt. Another run comes in for the Dragons. Second fielding error by Schmidt tonight. A for sure out turns into an uh-oh for Troy, and they're going to call a meeting on the mound here to discuss this. 4-0 lead by the Dragons. 2 runs in the second, 2 runs now, and the bases remain loaded. What an inning for Lake Orion. Be sure to tune into ONTV's coverage of Dragon Sports. Tune into Game of the Week, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. exclusively on Orion Neighborhood Television. Game of the Week carries the most recent games in our lineup. You can also see Game of the Week Saturdays and Sundays, Saturdays at 7 p.m. and Sundays at 1 p.m. exclusively on Orion Neighborhood Television, your local media outlet. Number 8, Megan Hall comes up, the designated player for the Dragons. Hall batting .276 here, looking to up that average and get some more runs in here for the Dragons. Hall has 7 RBI on the season. And a long ball to right field, drifting foul over the fence. A near grand slam here for Hall. Holy man, Corey Middleburn knocking her knees going, oh boy, did I dodge one there. And I believe the wind aided that one out because it's blowing directly to right field. Chopper to first, taking the easy out at first base. Oh, they're going to say foul ball. Whoa, that was close. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Hall giving it a rip 2 times in a row. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Another pull foul. Dead pull hitter, it looks like, from Hall. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Only 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Bases loaded. And Corey Middleton, number 5, the starting pitcher here for Troy, in a jam. Soft liner, ground ball to second base, and 1 out here, but another run scores. 5-0 on the fielder's choice, I guess they would call that one. Megan Hall does the job and gets the run in, RBI. Coach Watera down there just talking to the umpire, making some notations. They subbing, I'm not sure if they're going to make a lineup change here. But we have Alex Carpenter in the warm-up circle as I believe that's number 15 comes up. Yep, 15 made a little lineup change here. McLean, Jordan McLean, the junior. Lister as a catcher here for the Dragons. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here. McLean like to get one of these runs in. Off-speed pitch, gets strike 2. 2 quick strikes by Middleburn. Even if they get the 3rd out here, the damage is done in the bottom of the 3rd. Foul ball, just got a piece of it. And McLean stays alive. McLean batting .385 on the season with 6 RBI on the season. 2 strikeouts. Oh, 3rd there. Speak too soon. There she goes down. But hey, the Dragons do some damage. 3 runs in the bottom of the 3rd inning here. They lead 5-0 over the Troy Colts. We'll take a timeout. Be back after this short break. You're watching ONTV's coverage of Dragon Athletics. Stay tuned.
3 students were in the hospital this past weekend.
2 honor roll students were hospitalized last night.
5 local students lost their college scholarships last night.
Another local high school student has passed away.
Another 3 dead.
Claimed the life of another local teenager.
The cause?
Alcohol.
Alcohol.
Alcohol. I don't want to be another number.
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 I don't want to be just another number.
All right, we're back here where the top of the 4th, the Dragons lead 5-0. Colts looking to respond as number 5, Corey Middleburn, the pitcher, comes in to try to exact revenge on the Dragons here for this inning. So she's the first batter up here for the Colts. See what she can do. And Gonzalez solid on the first pitch with a strike. 2 strikeouts so far for Gonzalez in this contest. Nice curveball. Falls in for a strike. Nicely done by Gonzalez. And Middleburn quickly in an 0-2 hole here in the top of the 4th. And a strike 3 call. 3rd strike there by Gonzalez to get the first out of the inning. Nicely done. Good mixture of pitches there to keep the batter off balance. Katie Carpagna is up to bat here, number 16. 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Carhenta, excuse me. Off-speed pitch. Just a bit off. 2 balls, no strikes. Carhenta with 2 balls can be patient here, and either one she wants. Strike right down the middle. Gonzalez, good recovery there. 2 balls, 1 strike. More spectators filling up the stands here for this contest here. Battle between undefeateds in the OAA. Chop foul here, back over the backstop. Carhenta staying alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Trying to paint that corner. She got it earlier this time, no go. Full count here. We'll see what Gonzalez does if she brings the heater. Her off speed again has been a nice asset for her today. Inside speed, fouled off. Gonzalez is going to challenge the batter. We've seen it all game long. She does a nice job of mixing up her pitches and spreading the ball across that plate. Inside. Chopped foul. Got to give it to number 16, Katie Carhenta, keeping it alive. Still a full count here, battling. Gonzalez eyes the sign. Ground ball to short. Over to first. Easy out. Out number 2 here in the top of the 4th.
Now batting number 22, Taylor Schmidt.
Kayla Schmidt, number 22, up to bat here for Troy. The number 6 hitter. And Taylor Schmidt, and the designated player here for the Colts. Inside. Brushing Schmidt back off the plate. I don't know if we have any hit batters. 0. Gonzalez has 0 hit batters on the season. Chopper to third. That is a foul ball. Nice reflexes by Alex Carpenter, number 1, at third to snag that one, but is Easily foul. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. 1 ball, 1 strike. Off speed again. Schmidt out in front of that one. Pulls it foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gonzalez, for the most part, has been ahead in the count all game long. Now she pitches from an advantage here. Off speed, could get another strikeout. She brings the heat, and it's laced into right center. Goes to the wall. Schmidt taking 2 and holds up at 2 with a 2-out, 2-base hit. Gonzalez brought the heat, and Schmidt made her pay. Sends it to the wall on a rope.
Now batting number 11, Ali Cianciolo.
In the 11th spot, number 11, Ali Cianciolo. Up here for Troy. I think I've said her name 4 different ways tonight, so we'll stick with Cianciolo tonight. And Schmidt on second base. Always a threat to steal. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Strike, nice heater right down the middle. 1 ball, 1 strike. I want to thank you all for tuning in to this special broadcast of Varsity Softball. Glad to bring it to you tonight. Foul tip. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Dragons in command. They scored 2 runs in the 2nd and 3 big ones in the 3rd. And they were playing with the bases loaded for a while, which is always exciting and nerve-wracking for the pitcher all at the same time. Outside and high. Gonzalez has 3 strikeouts so far in this game. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Slapper foul to third, over to head coach Tom Kalnin. He's got 1 arm over there in a sling, and he managed to almost pull that one in. I see he's playing pretty far left of the coach's box, I think, for his own safety. Smart man over there, and both coaches getting a giggle about that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down here. Another foul ball. Cianciolo there staying alive in the box. We've seen some nice battles here between the Gonzalez and some of these Colts hitters. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 on. Foul ball. Cianciolo still alive. Gonzalez looking for the magic number here, the pitch that'll get this troublesome hitter out. Outfield is playing straight up. Infield's in just a little bit on third base line. Another foul ball. Epic at bat here for Cianciolo for Troy. The competitive spirit coming out in these 2 undefeated OAA squads. Troy knows they need to get at least something on the scoreboard. Another foul ball down the third base line, still alive. This is by far the longest at bat we've had in this game, and the umpire gets a refresh of softballs. Still 2-2. Gonzalez. Short fly to short, easily played by the Dragons. And the Colts are out. They rally here with a double, but they can't get the run in. We're going to take a quick timeout. As we switch sides, you're watching ONTV's coverage of Dragon softball. Stay tuned.
Please remember that CFL bulbs, you know, those curly, energy-efficient light bulbs everybody is using to save electricity, shouldn't be thrown away in your trash. Neither should batteries or home medical sharps. You can check with your local community to see where they can be recycled. Some retailers will allow you to bring them in for recycling. You can also order simple kits online that allow you to collect your recyclables and simply mail them away to be properly recycled. This green tip was brought to you by your friends at Waste Management.
And welcome back to ONTV's coverage of varsity softball. We want to thank you all for tuning in. It's been a great game. Dragons lead 5-0 in the bottom of the fourth. And here's a little programming note. Do you like to sing? Well, come out to Karaoke on TV. For only $10, you can come into our studio and sing your favorite song, get a DVD, and eat some pizza. And have a general good time. So if you're interested in singing karaoke, you're giving the microphone a shot and your shot at stardom, come out to Karaoke on TV. For more information, call Orion Neighborhood Television at 248-693-3377. And here's the first pitch of the bottom of the fourth. Dragons are up to bat, and Carpenter fouls that one out of play. Strike one. Hannah Heme is on deck. Carpenter's done a nice job at third today. Short fly to shortstop and played by the Colts. I believe that would be the first fly to short that they've handled cleanly tonight. So Hannah Heme is up to bat here for the Dragons, batting .324 on the season. 9 RBI. Takes a ball on that first pitch from Middleburn. $5-0 lead here for the Dragons, and they send a long shot to center field. Could it go? Could it go? Gone! Home run to straightaway center field. Hannah Hame makes Middleburn pay. No, I do not like hay. I do not rhyme every day, but that was a great home run by Hannah Hame. Dragons 6, Troy 0. What a shot. Straightaway center field right over the second base, right to the flagpole. And good thing we didn't have our center field camera up, or our cameraman Rob might be picking a baseball or a softball out of his teeth. But what a shot. Home run, always an exciting play in softball or baseball. Glad we got to see one and show one to you guys at home. So Middleburn needs to settle down here to try to keep this one at least within reach. Again, this is a double header here at LOHS. We will be only covering the first game. Line shot over to shortstop again, having a hard time fielding that ball. As Kennedy Thomas earns the base hit. Infield fielding issues for Troy tonight, causing some problems. And I see a chat at the mound coming here with Ashley Messina and Corey Middleburn chatting it up. 6-0 Dragons. Looking to add more. 1 on, 1 out. Rachel Dolan in the box here for the Dragons. Oh, chopper to third. Played nicely by Troy. Advances Thomas to second base in scoring position.
Now batting number 16, Kayla Knobloch.
Kayla Knobloch up. The left fielder smashed a double earlier in the game. The big hitter hitting average is .509 and a slugging percentage of .860 with 27 RBI. So she has a chance here to tally another one. Looks like they're checking to make sure the scoreboard is correct and the number of outs. It's listing 1. 1 ball, no strikes here on Knobloch. Floats one in there and right in the gap in right center. And the run will score. Knobloch does it again. A single and a double today and an RBI. Nicely done.
Now batting number 21, Alicia
by the
Gronowski.
junior. Dragons pouring it on here. 2 runs in the second, 3 in the third, and so far 2 here in the bottom of the 4th. As Alicia Gronowski comes up to bat. And Gronowski had a nice at-bat earlier in the game. Gronowski, let's see some numbers here. Strike call. Gronowski hitting .346 with 5 walks on the season, 5 sacrifice flies, and 9 strikeouts. Fly ball to center. It's carrying, it's gone! Dead center field. Second time we've seen it this inning. Home run. Wow. The power of the Dragons on display tonight. 9-0 lead here in the bottom of the 4th. And we're going to see if Coach Calnan keeps Middleburn in the contest. But the Dragons are cleaning the bases up with the long ball. What a shot. Gronowski sends it long. Oh, it's almost identical shot that Heme had or just a couple batters earlier. 9-0. Dragons in command here. Timeout on the mound as they discuss what just happened. Be sure to visit our website at oriontontv.org and check out our program guide to see all the wonderful programming our volunteers at Orion Neighborhood Television produce on a weekly basis. Again, Orion Neighborhood Television is your community resource. And if you're interested in having your own television show, call ONTV today at 248-693-3377. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. 2 home runs. We've seen it all so far as a strike is called there on Julie Malier. Man, oh man, action all over the place here for the Dragons. 9-0. 2 long ball home runs. Chopper to third, foul. Julie Malier, the catcher tonight, doing a nice job. The team of Gonzalez and Malier tonight have done a nice job calling the game. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Middleburn just hoping this inning ends soon. It's been a rough one for Troy. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Malier. Quiet in the Troy dugout here. A lot of activity, a lot of cheering going on, and looks like the Colts have retreated to the benches in the dugout. You know you're doing well as a team when you silence the the chatterboxes at the opposing dugout. Grounder up the middle. Misplayed again by 22 Schmidt, having a tough night. Taylor Schmidt. That is a ground ball through the 5-hole. And the inning continues on the error as we have a guest runner here, number 11, in
Megan Hall.
Worsney in. Jen Worsney, guest runner here for the Dragons on first. Megan Hall, designated player here for the Dragons up to bat. Hall's got some power, but a dead pull hitter to right field. Last time she was up, she was lacing him down the first base line and just really making solid contact. Colts have not helped their cause this evening. Stolen base here for the Dragons. No throw on the low pitch. And Ashley Messina, the catcher, can't get it out of her glove, get it out of the dirt. And the easily stolen base here for the Dragons. Runner in scoring position with 2 out, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Off speed, too low for Middleburn. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Megan Hall eyeballing the pitcher. Strong, pulled foul. Hitting it a ton is Hall. My goodness. Just a little bit ahead on that pitch. If she times that up, man, the fence could be 400 feet. I think it would clear it. She's hitting it a country mile, but just foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th. Dragons lead 9-0. Oh, just steps out of the way. Nearly hit by the pitch. Middleburn struggling here. Full count here now for Hall. Hits it down the first base line, played, and what's the call? Out. Out number 3, but the Dragons, 2 long ball smashes, score 4 runs here in the bottom of the 4th and lead 9-0 over the visiting Colts from Troy. We'll be back after this short timeout. You're watching ONTV's coverage of varsity softball. Welcome back to ONTV's coverage of Dragon Sports. You're seeing a dandy tonight on the offensive side for the Dragons. Just as a reset here, the Dragons come into this contest at 20-3, 7-0 in OAA play. And Troy is 18-5 overall, 6-0 in OAA play. And we thought this contest would have been a matchup of, the heavyweights and, a really tight match. And what do we get here? 2 long balls by Hime and Granowski. Just stellar offensive performance by the Dragons as number 7, Ashley Muller, takes the first strike pitch from Gonzalez. Pulled to third. What are they going to say? Foul ball. Just foul. But the offensive power here by the Dragons have been the undoing of the Colts. 2 runs in the second, 3 in the third, 4 in the fifth, or excuse me, 4 in the fourth. Could we get 5 in the fifth? We shall see. We see a little trend here on the scoreboard. Outside, Heater misses wide. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sally Muller up to bat here for Troy. Line shot up the right center, played easily by number 22, Kennedy Thomas. But a leadoff single here for Troy. They still have some life. We'll see what happens. Number 9 hitter Jesse Pappas up to bat for Troy. Trying to rally here in the top of the 5th to get back in this one. Gonzalez has 3 strikeouts so far today. Slow roller to the pitcher, go for the easy out. Runner advances to second. And there is 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Outfield is playing near the warning track. Heath, big-time hitter here for the Colts, the leadoff hitter. Pulled over to right field, and it rolls through. And the Colts are getting very aggressive on the base paths, and nearly sent the lead runner home, but thought second guessing that one and sent her back to third. One out, two on. Runners at the corners with number 10, Maggie Bohr, coming to the plate. Now Bohr did a nice job the last time up. Stayed alive, solid hitter here. Number 2 in the lineup, chopper off the plate, foul. Colts would love to get a couple runs here. Let's see what Gonzalez, this is the first real jam that Gonzalez has been in. And I believe the first runner from Troy to reach third base tonight. No balls, one strike, one out here, top of the 5th. 2 on. Strike, heater paints the outside corner. And Bohr in a hole now here. No balls, 2 strikes. See if Gonzalez mixes it up here. Nice pitch. Looked like a rise ball, and Bohr has no answer for that. She sits down.
Now batting number 00, Ashley
2
Messina.
outs. Ashley Messina, the catcher, up to bat here in the 3 slot. Ball low. Gonzalez has done a nice job. That's a 4th strikeout here for Gonzalez. Wind is still whipping out in, I shouldn't say whipping, just heading to the south. Big leadoff on first by Heath, but she makes it back. I think the Colts will have to be aggressive on the base paths. That is a tricky combination of words. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Off speed, little short. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two outs here, top of the 5th. Dragons up 9-0. Heater on the outside corner. Nice pitch by Gonzalez. She's done a nice job of mixing up all night long, keeping the Colts batters off balance. We saw a lot of off-speed stuff at the beginning of the game, first couple innings, and now the fastball's coming out. Inside, slapper to first, still in play, covered nicely and dropped. Run scores for the Colts. They get on the board as Mueller crosses home plate for Troy. 2-out rally here by Troy. 2 on, 1st and 2nd. And Corey Middleburn, the pitcher, up. 2 outs here. Troy spoils the shutout for Gonzalez, but I don't think she's worried about that. It's all about the W. Rise ball, strike. Gonzalez has done a nice job on first pitch strikes tonight. She's been ahead of the batter in the count pretty much all night long. Nice rise ball, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on 1st and 2nd. Gonzalez eyes the signs from home plate. Looked like another rise ball with a spin. She puts a spin on that ball. It's counterclockwise. You can see it from up here. That ball was tailing away from the hitter. 4 strikeouts for Gonzalez tonight. See if she can get another. Just outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Middleburn has to be on her toes. Gonzalez might come inside on this one. We'll see. Comes inside. Yes, off speed. In play. Oh, diving play by Carpenter. Nearly snags that one to end the inning. Just out of reach. Does a hard crash to the sand here. She gets up, no worse for the wear though. But if your uniform doesn't get dirty, that means you're not trying hard. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Middleburn stays alive just off the end of her bat. And a lucky windshield from someone in the parking lot took that one home. Gonzalez. Off speed. Grounder to second, over to first, and that ends the threat. But the Colts get on the board with 1 run here in the top of the 5th. But the Dragons lead 9-1. We'll change sides and take a short timeout. You're watching ONTV's coverage of Dragon Athletics. Stay tuned.
Hey, this is Mickey York from Fox Sports Detroit. When I want to get the inside scoop on local sports, I watch Between Terminus or Fox Sports Detroit.
And welcome back to ONTV's coverage of Dragon Athletics. I'm your announcer, Ian Locke. Bottom of the 5th here. Dragons in command on 2 long balls by Hannah Heme and Kayla Granowski. And boy, were they shots to center field. It was the wind had no effect on those shots. They were long and gone. And don't forget, you can watch Game of the Week on Orion Neighborhood Television, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m., exclusively on Orion Neighborhood Television. Now you can watch the games on AT&T Uverse Channel 99 or Comcast Channel 10. And YouTube. We got everything on YouTube. So if you're a YouTube nut, go over to orionontv.org and click on our YouTube link. And check out all of our programming from Orion Neighborhood Television. And if you'd like a DVD copy, you can order one by calling 248-693-3377 for only $10. You get a copy of this telecast and any other broadcast in our broadcasting vault. And we're about to get underway here in the bottom of the 5th. Dragons in command, 9-1. And Megan Reamer, the right fielder, up. Megan Reamer looking to do what her teammates did and just destroy this softball in this inning. Bunt out front. Safe. Nice heads-up play. I wonder if that was called from the dugout by Coach. But the infielders were playing back, and Reamer recognized the positioning and took advantage of it and dropped a beautiful bunt right out front. And I think we have a new catcher, number 4, Lauren Radke. So we saw Messina catching all the way up to this point in the game, but she's taken a seat, and Radke is in, and the Dragons took advantage. New catcher in place, and taught her a little lesson here about Dragon softball. Middleburn up. No balls, 1 strike on a long shot foul. That clears the fence as well. One thing we've seen here is Alex Carpenter up to bat here for the Dragons is the power. The power this team has is it's almost top to bottom in the lineup. And anybody can go yard here on this lineup here for the Dragons. Outside tip, foul tip, strikeout. First strikeout, I believe, for Middleburn.
Now batting number 18, Hannah Heme.
Let's just say there were so few of them by Middleburn in this contest. I didn't recognize if there's more than one. Dragons up 9-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. Pass ball. And Reamer advances to second. Eyes third. But again, new catcher in place here, Lauren Radke. Dragons lay down the bunt to test her alertness, and then a pass ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Is that right? Flair to second base, looking to double up the Dragons, but no can do as Reamer gets back to second.
Now batting number 22, Kennedy Thomas.
Kennedy Thomas up in the third slot here. Up for the Dragons, 2 outs. Runner on second for the Dragons. Off speed, a little low. Good eye by the junior outfielder, Kennedy Thomas. Thomas batting .385 on the season. Oh, nice hit laced up to center field. Nice job to keep this inning alive. Nice hit by Thomas. Runners on first and third, and threatening again here in the bottom of the fifth with 2 outs. Rachel Dolan up to bat, the shortstop here for the Dragons. There would be a strategy hitting today, hit it to shortstop. Colts have had some fielding issues today. I think they're looking at 4 errors. Long ball to center field. Could it drop? It's rolling, and off the wall. Rachel Dolan into second way easily with a stand-up double. Another run comes in. 2 runs come in. Is that 1 run? Is that 2? 2 runs come in. Thought so. We had them in first and third, and a bases clearing double. And I believe that is the ball game. With that long ball double, 2 runs come in. That's 10-run lead at the end of 5, and that is the ball game. The Dragons put on a power display, taking it 11-1 here in 5. And what a display. What can we say about Gonzalez? 4 strikeouts. Mixed up the pitches very nicely all game long. The off-speed pitch was just a gem for today, and then the heater in the later innings really just kept Troy off balance. So player of the game, we'll give it to, how about Hannah Hamay on the long ball and Gronowski, and we'll give it to Gonzalez too. The freshman came up big, allowed only 1 run in 5 innings, and just did a stellar job. I believe we're going to wrap this one up here tonight. I want to thank you all for tuning in here for the first coverage, as I know of varsity softball here at LOHS, and we want to thank you all for tuning in. I'm your announcer, Ian Locke. On camera 3 and third base, we have Tim. On first base line, we've got Rob. In the booth here, we have Tessa and our director, Joe Velez. Again, I'm your announcer, Ian Locke. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time on the air on Orion Neighborhood Television. Good night, everybody.